Hey docs, what if everything you've learned about subluxation patterns in those tough pediatric cases is actually making your adjustments less effective? Now, you've all probably heard the saying, less is more. But when it comes to those tough cases, many of us do exactly the opposite. We see multiple patterns, pairings, everything, and we just feel compelled to address them all, right? It's hard not to. But what if focusing on fewer areas could actually lead to better results? So that's what I want to talk about today. I want to share what I think is just a game-changing approach that we at PX have developed to identifying and addressing primary subluxation patterns that's rooted both in historical chiropractic wisdom and modern neuroscience. There's a reason, chiropractors, why some of you seem to get miraculous results with seemingly simple adjustments. So if you're already doing this, gosh, more fuel to the fire on this one for you. And it all comes down to understanding one of the critical concepts about primary patterns. And the coolest part about this lesson is it's rooted in research from the past in chiropractic. Now, when you dig into the chiropractic textbook, it's a green book, right? We love our green books, written by Stevenson, almost 100 years ago and maybe some change. They actually talk about this specifically. They use the term scattering, meaning when you overadjust non-major primary subluxations throughout the nervous system, you essentially scatter the repertory materials to too many places. And this is a direct quote from that, scattering the repertory materials to too many places. When I think of the word repertory, I think of it as like the restoration materials, the brain's ability to heal to too many places. On the flip side, and I want to actually read this from Stevenson because it's so powerful, by adjusting one local and its attendant conditions, the material resources of the body can be directed to one place or system at a time, and it will be of no great drain upon reparatory or repertory functions. And it goes on to continue say this, the other subluxations can wait until that major condition is well cleared, and then the worst of them can be attended to next. I mean, how cool is that? And the quotes there, like it doesn't say how cool is that, but in the quotes right before that, and if you've read that before, it's like, holy cow. They knew that giving a flying 7 adjustment, of adjusting 5 things at a time, wasn't good for that patient's nervous system, for that kiddo's nervous system. They knew there had to be a preciseness to it that allows you to focus on what the primary is and then allows the body, the innate intelligence of the body, to get to work. And how crazy applicable is this today in practice, right? Kids now are so massively subluxated in so many systems from so many angles that it's easy to not know where to start and just simply do too much, because in truth, there's just so much to do. So by focusing on these primary subluxation patterns and adjusting and clearing them alone within a care plan, of course, right? Got to keep it within a care plan. We can keep progress going without overwhelming an already overwhelmed central nervous system. In your patient's words, this is focusing on not only primaries, but it's digging and finding the root cause. That's what so many moms are looking for. It's getting and addressing and adjusting that root cause primary subluxation, so then the innate nervous system can build upon that in sequence, right? So then that major condition can go away, and then the secondaries can say, okay, let's get to work on those two. So remember those miracle adjustments I mentioned earlier? This is really how you understand that they really just simply weren't miracles that came about by themselves. Yes, innate intelligence is amazing, and we should expect miracles in everything that we do, but they were the result of identifying and addressing those subluxation patterns, those primary patterns, addressing them, and then allowing the nervous system and that patient's body to do what it does best, to be self-healing and self-regulating. You're not just making an adjustment, you're orchestrating the neurological transformation. I've often heard it said like this: when we make an adjustment, we're very simply setting in motion what the body then knows to do the right way. So set it in motion at the right time, at the right place, with the right technique, within the right care plan, by addressing the primary subluxation, and that alone. Now, if you're ready to master the art of this even more, identify, address primary subluxations just in your sleep and get after it, join the Pediatric Experience, PX. We want to give you access to all of our training systems. Now, PX membership, it includes 60 hours of pre-recorded training. It's going to walk you through everything clinical, and it's going to help you and guide you into what primary subluxation patterns are. We also do live weekly calls to keep you up to date on what is going on now with not only in-practice systems, but also cases and clinical just things that we are learning all along, because gosh, we are constantly chasing just the stress in this world that is coming at our kids. Plus there's about 1,000 of us in the community, and we are committed to excellence. So you've got that 1,000 people group that allows you to really lean on others' experience. In addition, we have 20 CE credits that we give through our Pediatric Certificate of Adjusting seminar, partnering with Life University. You're going to get hands-on experience with this. You're going to not only master care plan, techniques, history, communication, but we're really going to dive into adjusting with you there. So click the link below to help transform your practice. If you're looking at this and you're saying, man, I may be doing too much for my patients. Man, I maybe don't have them on the right care plan. Join the movement that's just going to change pediatric health care and help you get results in your practice to help and save more kids.